In this video, we will learn how to solve problems that involve triangles and its angles. These problems are very interesting because they are more like puzzles that you need to crack. In every problem, some information is given to us, and then we have to make use of our knowledge of properties of angles and triangles, like the fact that linear pairs are supplementary, or properties of angles that are formed when a pair of parallel lines is cut by a transversal, or properties of triangles like its angle sum property or exterior angle property. So we have to use all these properties and reason out and find the values of the missing angles. Now, as we proceed from one step to the next, we will find that one answer acts as a clue for the next missing piece, and that makes it very interesting. But as we solve these puzzles, we also have to make a note of the reasons that we are giving for justifying our steps, and these reasons must be proper mathematical reasons. So let us begin and solve our first puzzle. Now the first step while solving this puzzle is to read it very carefully while looking at the diagram. And as we read and understand the problem, we should also write down all the information that is given. Now it is given that BD is parallel to AE. In the drawing, we can show that two lines are parallel by drawing the same symbol on both these line segments. In this diagram, you can see that there is an arrow which is drawn on both these line segments. This means that they are parallel. Now, since this information is given, it looks like we will have to make use of our knowledge of angles formed by a transversal and parallel lines when we solve it. So let us note down this information which is given as a part of our solution. So we write down that it is given that BD is parallel to AE. The next bit of information that's given is that angle C is equal to 50 degrees and angle A is 60 degrees. Let us write this down as well. What is it that we have to find out in this problem? There are some missing angles which are marked as X, Y and Z. So we note that to find the values of X, Y and Z. Now let us begin solving this problem. To do that, let us take a look at this big triangle ACE. In this triangle, we see that two angles are given, angle A and angle C, and one angle is not known, or it is a variable called as Y. Now, we can very easily use the angle sum property to find one angle which is missing. But wait, before we start jumping, we have to note down all these reasons carefully in a table. So let's make a table with two columns, statement and reason. And let us write down this statement that we made, that in triangle ACE, angle A plus angle C plus angle E is equal to 180 degrees. And why are we making such a statement? Because of the angle sum property of a triangle, which states that the sum of the angles in a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So let us write that down in the reasons. Now we know the value of A, C and E. So let us substitute. A is 60, C is 50 and E is Y. So let's write it as 60 plus 50 plus Y is 180. Now this is a linear equation in Y. So let us solve it. We get 110 plus Y is 180, and on transposing 110, we get Y equals 180 minus 110, which is 70. So now we have got the value of one of the variables. Let us make a note of this in the diagram itself. Now let us see how to find the other two variables. For that, let us take a look at these two parallel lines BD and AE. Now AC is a transversal to these lines, and because of the transversal, we get angle CBD and angle BAE as corresponding angles. Now we know that corresponding angles in parallel lines are equal. So let us write that down. We will write in the statement that angle CBD equals to angle BAE. And in the reasons, we will write in detail that BD is parallel to AE and AC is the transversal. So angle CBD and angle BAE are corresponding angles and hence equal. Now when we substitute, we get CBD is Z and BAE is 60. So we will write it as Z is equal to 60. So now we have got the second value also. To find the third value, let us now consider CE as the transversal. When you do that, we get angle CDB and angle DEA as corresponding angles. Again, corresponding angles are equal. So let us write that down as a statement that angle CDB equals to angle DEA. And the reason is the same as before, that BD is parallel to AE. Over here, we have to write CE is the transversal. And hence, angle CDB and angle DEA are corresponding angles and hence equal. When we substitute, we get x is equal to 70. So now, we have found all the three variables. The reason for x is equal to 70 will be by substituting the angles. Let's mark the values that we have got in the diagram also. So we will write x as 70 and z as 60. Now let us write the solution statement, that the answer is that x is equal to 70 degrees, y is equal to 70 degrees and z is equal to 60. Now this completes our puzzle.